And now, on with the show.
And we're back.
Woohoo! We're back.
Off the Record podcast.
Jeremy's running from side to side here. So
yeah, that's how we do. That's how we do.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll. So for everybody who is hopping on, we are joined by Jerry from Divided Truth. Woo! What's up?
What's going on, y'all?
We are live. He is. So you're in your car, man.
I'm in my car. I had to bring my daughter to dance, so I'm in my car. That's where you got me.
That's dedication.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, it's cool. It's perfect timing because usually I just sit here and watch TikTok videos or make the time go by faster. And then last week I caught you guys. So I started watching y'all.
Hell yeah. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
So,
I appreciate you guys having me on here.
Oh, no, I've been wanting to do this for
long time.
Yeah, for a while. So I stole Josh's Divided Truth shirt, and he got pissed at me. Like, he was legit pissed that I wore his shirt. And he was like, dude, he's like, no, he's like, Divided Truth is the one who gave that to me, and you're wearing it. And I'm like...
Too bad, bitch.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
That part, I was like, well, damn, okay.
Well, I'll give him another one. Yeah, he was. He said that to me when we were at Jackrabbits and we played that last show, and I was telling him about my wife does the same thing, grabs my shirts and then cuts the collars right out of them, and I can't ever keep any shirt. I don't have any Divided Truth. I don't have any of our own merch. It
no way.
gets stolen. Yeah, well, between her and the kids, and mostly like my daughters, they take my stuff, and my son will take my hats. So,
wow.
I don't get anything. I have nothing. It's like typical dad life.
Yeah, no kidding, right? It's like every time I turn around, I'm always like I try a lot to steal that Divided Truth shirt, and it never works out in my favor ever. Ever. So also, so when we went to Jacksonville, Divided Truth played on that show, and Jerry saved the day and found Mason's tablet that he lost.
No way.
Yeah. He was Mason's hero.
Coming in clutch.
Can I get
That's what we do. Like, have you seen a tablet? And I just found it. And I was like, yeah, it was right here on my merch, like on our merch case. But yeah, if I can be Batman for a day, I'm all about it.
Oh, right. Dude, I was about to kill my kid. He was running around with that tablet and sat down. I'm like, where'd you put the tablet? No, yeah. I'm telling you. So for those who don't know, why don't you tell people where you're located and what you do and who are we missing in the band?
Well, we're missing Chuck Hilliard, the guitar player, Zach Hilliard, who's actually Chuck's son, the bass player, and James. They're camera shy. They're interview shy. So, and then I had to come here. When they thought they were gonna do it at the house, they were thinking about coming over, but they didn't jump on. If you get an interview with them, you did something. It's very, very rare. So, but I'm the singer with Divided Truth, and we're from Jacksonville, Florida, and so we're just a couple guys have been playing music around here for 20-something years, and probably have our most success, most likely, with this band. Having the most fun with it for sure. And that's when I joined the band. That's what I told them. I was like, this has got to be fun. It can't be a job. And as soon as it's not fun anymore, then I'm not going to do it. And,
right.
And it's been fun, even through like all the pandemic and all that other crap that happened. It's we stayed active, we stayed recording, we stayed playing and found other avenues, like this and like Twitch, and got to do a couple cool festivals like with you guys. We've seen at Rockville. We played like right after you guys, and I think there was another band right in between us. But I remember pulling up and seeing Josh like laid out on the ground next to his car. He was like, "Oh."
I remember that. I was sitting there and he was like, hey, he goes, quit sitting Indian style, put your leg out. I need a pillow. And I'm like, okay. He was done. He was done that night. We were watching Rob Zombie actually. And he was like, my back is killing me. But he's like, yeah. But you guys killed it at Rockville. And then we saw y'all, what, 2 weekends ago now?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weekends ago. Y'all are a badass band.
Thank you.
Like, I'm a huge fan. And it's like I was telling these guys, and I was talking to you earlier, I was like, we've got to get Divided Truth on. Like, we have to. We that's must
Right
has
on.
to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
right
we
on.
actually have Charles in the chat. He says, I'm here.
He's
There he
there?
is.
Oh, okay. Right on. What up, Chuck? Call him Chuck.
And we have Tammy. She says, what's up, OTR, and welcome. Woohoo. So, my first question I have for you guys is, how did you guys form Divided Truth?
Well, me and Chuck actually started playing together, like doing acoustic things. We tried to start up like another project, and it just kind of fizzled out. But the acoustic things what really kind of took off, just doing like covers around town and things like that.
Right.
They actually formed Divided Truth probably about 6 months before we got in there. And we're writing songs, but they were writing more music, and they were trying out other singers and things like that. And so I hit him up on the phone one day, and I was like, hey, man, if so-and-so don't work out, let me know. You know, I'm interested in trying to get back into doing, in a band. So about a month later, he called me up. He goes, all right, man, be here on Wednesday. We rehearse on Wednesdays. And I was like, all right, I'll be there. And we went, like, started writing the words right away the first practice. It was badass. We can just really tell everybody gelled real good. And shoot, we were in the studio just a few months after I even joined the band. It was pretty cool. It happened really, really quick, but it was just a lot of fun, and we just gelled real fast.
Hell yeah. That is awesome. So how long have you guys been together now?
Since 2019.
Wow.
I want to say maybe June of 2019 we got together.
Wow, okay. That's awesome. And you guys still going strong.
Yeah, we're still going strong. So we haven't tried to kill everybody yet. I mean, so me and Chuck, for the most part, get along real good.
Well, I mean, bonus, right?
It definitely helps when you get along.
Oh, yeah. It's cool. I mean, like I said, it started out just as fun, just to kind of go hang out with some guys and write music and, have that outlet. And then, but people started liking what we were doing, and it was starting to get a little more attention. And we, like I said, we stayed active and found those other avenues through the pandemic. And I think that definitely helped us. Just because a lot of people were just shut down. A lot of bands, especially like here in Jacksonville, it seemed like a lot of bands that were really active at that time, they just seemed like they shut down.
Yeah.
And we didn't. We were trying to go other places. Like we came out to Tallahassee and played This Dying Breed's CD release. We played that they had out there. And we played in like Savannah. We went out and played with Tommy Beck's there. Did Metal in the Mountains last year, and then of course did Rockville. But I think now we're really just trying to stay more kind of home base area, because everybody's getting active again, and so it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's awesome. So how long have you been singing? Is that just something you've been doing forever and decided to, hey, let's do a band, or?
No, I actually was a bass player. I'm a bass player naturally, and I've been playing bass since I was 15, and kind of just. And a lot of cover bands kind of coming through, especially like in 2008 when the economy went real bad and everybody lost their jobs, and I was just trying to find a way to make extra money. So we were playing covers and cover bands around here, 4 nights a week. But I couldn't keep a singer. I couldn't. All the singers seemed to flake out, and so I was like, well, "Fuck it, I'll do it." And I just started picking songs that I would do that I knew I could get away with singing, and I really wasn't even that good at it. And then John from New Day, he heard me out of doing like I think it was like Drowning Pool or Godsmack or something, and he asked me to come sing for a band called New Day, and I sang with them from 2012 till about 2018.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. You got a killer voice. Like
Thank
you really do. You have a killer voice. And so, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you also play guitar?
Yeah. Ish.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to call it that, you know, I make a noise with it and try to fill in the dead spots with it.
There is a little bit of translation between playing guitar and play bass. If you play one or the other, you could probably play the other at least a little bit.
Yeah. Well, especially doing I did so many acoustic shows. I mean, I got a good rhythm. You know what I mean? I can do a good strumming pattern and things like that. But yeah, it's just like, you know, just only rhythm parts now, just to fill the songs up on certain areas, mostly because of the way that they were recorded, you know, and so like a lot of the guitars in the studio get layered, and
yes,
so I fill that in. You know, I try to do that part of it where I can. You know, it's a lot of practice. It took a lot of practice, especially playing and singing, and trying to make sure you're still tight with everybody else in the band. But no, I'm no Chuck, and you know, I'm not that good.
I saw a video that had, I think it was Devin. You got on Devin's shoulders, and he was carrying you around while you were singing.
Yeah.
That was.
Devin's like, man, for a short guy, you're freaking heavy. You're fat.
That's hilarious. I
He's
love
like, don't
Devin.
lean back. You're gonna hurt my back. Thank God he's a big enough dude that he can do that. But
right?
Yeah, whenever he's at a show, I pretty much count on him doing that. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. He's awesome, dude. He at the show he had his laptop out and he was trying to record, and he was like, I'm not 100% sure what to do. Can you help me? And I'm like, I got you. So I was trying to help him figure it out, and he was just like, I want to enjoy the show.
Yeah, I mean, he loves Josh and those guys in Tragic. And of course, they're like our co-endorsement guys. I don't even really know how to say that, but they're our authentic Mosh Apparel brothers. Tragic is, and so they were actually. I know he endorsed us and then endorsed Tragic, and he was so damn proud he couldn't even barely talk to you about it. So yeah, I mean, hats off to Devin, man. He's killing it. He's actually, I'm so damn proud of him. I met him. We were playing, I think it was a band called I Empire, I think, back in the day when I was in New Day. I met him at Freebird Live in Jacksonville. He was just
I love I Empire.
Just out of high school. And he came up and introduced himself to me, and I'm like, hey man, what's going on? And he was like, holy shit, you're talking to me? And I'm like, dude, I'm a nobody, bro. You're good. But we've been really good friends ever since, man. And he's definitely supported anything I've done. And like I said, what he's done with Authentic Mosh Apparel and working with Irish and the Cogs Award, those guys, like, I'm so ridiculously proud of him. Like when he was at he was sponsored at Welcome to Rockville last year, and he had his own merch area. I was like, Jesus, dude. And
yeah, that was awesome to see. That was awesome. And all the support from all the bands that showed up to support, not only like support each other, but when they saw that Devin had Authentic Mosh set up, they were hanging out at his booth, and they were just like, it was just so much like just love. Like it was really cool to experience that, especially to be behind the scenes and not be in a band, to see that from a third party perspective. That was badass. And I mean, everybody brought their A game to Rockville for sure.
Yeah, I was real proud of our Florida scene, you know, and Actus Reus, of course, came down from Georgia. I mean, but like most of us, like how the one thing I'll say about the pandemic, it seemed like, is that it brought all the cities closer and made it like one scene. You know what I mean? And so you have like Tallahassee and Gainesville is Shadow the Earth. They freaking killed it too, man, a few weeks ago when we played with them. You know, those guys that come up from Orlando, and you know, we're all a lot closer now, I guess, what I'm trying to say. All the bands are. and it's more one scene. So you're like, you don't have to struggle to try to get into another city because you're already technically a part of that city.
Yep.
You're a part of that one scene. And the promoters like Tim Hall is starting to see that. He's starting to accept that and not have any problem at all, booking out of town bands. What used to be considered an out of town band, now they're just considered, part of our scene.
Right.
There's one thing that I'm noticing a lot here recently, having, like you said, the connection between Jacksonville, Tallahassee, and Gainesville. I feel like we're seeing this for the very first time, or at least here in Tallahassee. I remember back in the day, you'd have a couple places to play over in Jacksonville, but I mean, you never heard of any Jacksonville bands playing here in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
And so to see all these cities come together as one scene, not just
networking,
it's not just Tallahassee or Gainesville and Jacksonville. It really is the North Florida music scene. It's really fucking cool to see it.
Yeah, man. And you know what, dude? That's a testament to like you guys doing what you're doing, the promoters, the bookers, like Chris out there at the Warrior, and that what a freaking awesome venue that is. So, like, there's a lot of bands like dying to get in there. Like Phil is coming up and playing with you guys, or with Tragic here soon, and Freddie was all over me about the Warrior, man. How do I get into the Warrior? And I'm like, man, you just be cool with these other bands, dude, but it's a badass place to play if you ever get out there. The stage is awesome. The sound is awesome. Chris does a really good job. And the layout of the place is great. So we're lucky. We're lucky. It seems like it was almost something that without a necessity. It seemed like a lot of venues ended up closing down. So we almost had to re-network our venues. You know what I mean? So you can almost feel like you're, I won't say like not necessarily on tour, but you're getting out there and you're playing in front of different people. And the bands that you're playing with, they're not just putting you in front of, like, you're going to play, like, first, or you're going to play last, for 20 minutes. Here's your set. Like, I want you to play, like, when bands come here, I'm like, I want you to go ahead and play, like, 40, 45 minutes. I want the people here to actually see the personality of your band when you guys really do get warmed up, because every band kind of, the first couple of songs, you work out the jitters and the bugs, you know what I mean? And then sometimes you're only getting a 25-minute set. By the time you're really good and warmed up, it's when you got to get off the stage. And so I don't like to overbook whenever we put the shows together out here. And then in turn, you guys in Tallahassee and in Orlando are doing that for us. I mean, they're not just sticking us in like the weird spots, you know what I mean? That's not getting us any real attention or exposure. So the bands are, I guess long story short, the bands are working really well together. To make sure that we're benefiting and maximizing our efforts for traveling out of town, because it's not cheap, especially right now with gas the way it is. We want to make sure everybody is treated fairly when they come here, and we treat everybody the way we want to be treated as when we go.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I see that among all of our community. Everybody's like Josh down in Orlando. He really took care of us down in, we played the West End Lounge down there. And, he took care of us, put us in a good spot, put us on a pretty cool show. And hopefully we'll get back down there soon too. And
hell yeah. I can't wait for Divided Truths to come to Tally. I can't.
I like the marketing tip of, hey, if you want to play other places, don't be a dick.
Yep.
Yeah, just don't be a dick, and most people will have you come back.
Man.
Pretty fucking simple.
Isn't that crazy?
Kind of weird.
That's so weird.
What a concept. What a concept.
So, we have a comment from Melissa. She says, it's finally Wednesday. Great show. So about that, she sent me a message and she's like, I was like prepped and ready to go, and I'm like ready to watch off the record, and it's fucking Tuesday. So she caught us. She's here. She caught us.
Nice.
And she said to your other comment, she said, and it helps support future musicians. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually got a show coming up back here in Jacksonville in the middle of June. And have you guys heard of Generator? I know they played out there in Tallahassee a bunch. But those guys are coming to get on a show with us. But I grabbed a newer band, like these young guys. I think they're on like 18, 19 to open the show. And I've been watching them. and they hustle real hard. And this is what I look for. I look for the guys that hustle. I look for the guys that are going to push their own shows, attend other shows, and support other bands and actually fans of the scene and of people, And so there's a band, Sanctum is the name of them. They're going to open up the next show, and they're excited, And it's cool when you get that excitement. It makes you excited again, to have the 18-year-old excitement happening. But Melissa's right, man. Support the newer bands that's coming up. Give them a shot, and that's the future.
Absolutely. So on that note, if you could give advice to these up and coming kids that are in these bands and they're like, hey, this is my first show coming up or my second show, or, they're barely getting in the water just yet to feel how the waves are going to be. What advice would you give them?
Don't be a dick. No. No, and honestly, be cool. Don't you're not in a competition with the other bands there. It's not when you're playing sets with the band. It's not a battle of the bands. It's your show collectively. Work with the bands weeks prior to the show. Get on there and coordinate. Social media bombs, and that's one thing that me and Josh did really good over the last couple of shows that we've done. You know what I mean? And it was really a lot of fun to get those things out there. It just work with the band. Don't work against the other bands on your show.
Right.
You want them to be cool. You don't want them to get off stage and say, Donnie was a jerk, man. He was a dick. He was like took forever to get off the stage. That's probably another thing too. Is and just shut me up because I'll just keep on rambling on. Practice getting on and off stage. Have your shit together and get on the stage, and then get off the stage when it's time, when you're done with your set. Make sure that you're off the stage and the other band's up and ready to go in 15 minutes. That doesn't mean you got 15 minutes to get your stuff off. But you only have 15 minutes to get your stuff off and the other band be set up. So that way you're not dragging the show out. So Just be prepared and be courteous, be cool to other people. Make sure that when you're on stage that you're pumping up the other bands and you're, pointing people at their merch. Go buy their merch, go hang out like you guys were buying Divided True shirts. I got a tragic hat that my kids stole from me already. You know what I mean? So that kind of stuff. That was what was cool with the last show, was to see I wore a Fighting Giant shirt and Josh wore a Divided True shirt a couple of shows prior to that. What I mean? Everybody was just supporting each other, and that's how it should be. So don't compete with each other. I guess don't be a dick. Don't compete with each other. Have your shit together before you play when you get off stage.
Pretty cool. Every time I see Dave Rowe fighting giants, dude's wearing a tragic hat.
Yeah.
I've noticed this for like the last 2 or 3 weeks. Every time I see him like on Facebook, he's wearing a tragic hat. It's not even his band, and that's exactly what you're talking about.
It's good though. You can't wear your own merch. That's just fucking weird.
It is weird, right?
Merch.
Hey, Jeremy, what shirt are you wearing right now?
Yeah, but we're a podcast. We're not like.
Oh, okay.
They're different.
You need to show off your shirt.
Yeah, let's see the goods.
Yeah.
Let's see the guns.
He's got a custom. You gotta move the hair all the way. There you go.
In case I forget my own name.
Off the Record Podcast.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I wear our shirts to work every now and then. I get shit from some of the guys at work because the skull is on my chest here with my name under it, and so they're like, "Hey, you gotta like that exactly."
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm wearing mine.
Yep. I get shit from people at the office all the time. No, you gotta have your name on your shirt. Fuck yeah, I do.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shit. When I was out of town and I went live, I was wearing this shirt.
Were you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, y'all motherfuckers recognize.
And he didn't take any business cards.
No, I forgot them. Forgot them in the.
Oh, he forgot them. Oh,
forgot
okay.
them in the car.
Are you guys going to try to do like any podcast from shows? You ever thought about doing anything like that?
We have, and it's
We got some ideas coming up.
It's coming.
Actually, I was looking at a 92 Aerostar van, and I was like,
Oh,
that'd be
God.
perfect in lime green. Fuck yeah, with a big ass black off the record down it.
Can we put puppy kisses on it too?
Yes, free puppy kisses and college degrees.
Yes. Jerry's probably sitting there going, "What the fuck
He's
did I
like,
just
what the
agree to?"
hell did I sign up?
What did I just ask?
That shit was not in the rider.
So, what would we have to do to get Divided Truth to come here and play?
Not much. Just say be here.
I was
We love
expecting
playing there. Like I said, we love
Be here.
Tallahassee.
Chris.
There you go.
Hey.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah,
If you're watching, buddy,
yeah, man. The Warrior, like I said, the Warrior's an awesome venue. It's got killer sound, and Chris does a really good job. So yeah, just have to put a show together and say when we need to be there, and we'll get
Wait, we got a Melissa in the chat. Melissa, what about some Divided Truth and Ember fading? Can we make that a thing?
hey,
Melissa,
give,
You the girl.
there's a lag. There's like a minute or two lag.
look, I'm impatient.
She's got to type and shit.
She's trying to book it right now.
There she is. She says, "Send us a message. We will gladly help build it." Yes,
Awesome.
If you build it, they will come.
that's what she said.
That's what she said.
Y'all gotta host it. When we come out there, that's what you have to do. You have to host it. So intro all the bands. That's what you're gonna have to do. Entertain while the build up and build down's going. That's what you have. That's what has to happen.
That's
What am I
Jerry's
doing?
job.
What am I doing?
MCing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jerry's got to be. He's the one. He's the hype guy.
Yeah, because my personality.
Yeah, he's so outgoing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
such a people
Yeah.
guy.
Let's make it happen.
Hell yeah, we got John Nix in the chat. What's up, John?
Jerry, one question I wanted to ask myself. One of the things that we're dealing with here is that we have basically one place to play, which is the Warrior. I think there are other venues, but nobody that are pushing the local music scene like Chris is at the Warrior. Are you guys having? I've heard of Jackrabbits for fucking 20, 25 years now. Sure,
Yeah.
there's places other than Jackrabbits, right?
There is. There's so it's like 1904. It's a big venue. I think it's like 1,200 capacity. Underbelly just opened up and started doing bands again. But what they seem to be doing, and I might be wrong. There's probably somebody who will correct me, but just from what I've heard is that they're kind of doing like more tour packages and things like that are coming through.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit harder to book for me just to go in and say, hey, I want to do like all, kind of a local show and have regional bands come in. And you can do it. It's just like a guarantee. I work with Tim Hall a lot at Jackrabbits because I've been working with him forever. And, he's just like, I don't care, Jerry, whatever you want to do. Because he knows I'm going to work hard at it and I'm going to get good bands that are going to work hard too. But yeah, there's the downtown scene, especially right now. They're doing a lot of renovations down there. So they're definitely going to keep adding more and more venues. I think there's a little pub out there called like the Justice Pub downtown. But yeah, right now it's just 1904, Jackrabbits, Underbelly, couple little spots like around, but it's more for like blues clubs and acoustic things and things like that. But as far as like full on hard rock and metal shows, those are the three venues that we really have here that pushes it pretty hard.
I was just thinking it'd be really cool if we could get Cascades to promote local shows, but I guess rock and metal wouldn't be very, because Cascade is kind of a very public venue.
And I'm gonna see now. You got the idea in my head. Now
we should totally get in touch with the city, see if we can get Cascade to start promoting local shows.
How badass would that be?
We have this park. It's kind of downtown-ish Tallahassee called Cascades. And it's fucking beautiful.
It's got an amphitheater.
It's got an amphitheater, and did I say it's fucking beautiful? It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
It really is. It's got this large outside amphitheater. Mm-hmm. And damn, I would love to see some bands playing outside.
Right.
Like on a Sunday or whatever.
Yeah.
That would be really fucking cool.
You know what would be really cool is having people at the Tallahassee Mall, in the amphitheater at the Tallahassee Mall that
Oh,
never
shit.
fucking gets used.
I forgot there was one of those.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
a big motherfucker too.
Yeah, that's a huge stage. Yeah, that place is gigantic. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
Outside stuff's pretty cool, man. And I think that we're gonna have to start doing more things like that. I know we've had a chat going, like a messenger among the bands, and we talked about putting together like our own kind of an outdoor festival in North Florida. So I know that the infrastructure of that's in the works, and the guy we were talking about doing it's at a big motocross park out here. He wants to do more live music and things like that, but he wants to bring in like festival style, but not like Rockville style, but kind of more like metal in the mountains, like 1,500 people kind of little festivals, when you got two stages facing each other and you're kind of going back and forth because they're only like 150 feet apart from each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so basically you just turn around and you're watching the next band. So
That would be
Metal
badass.
Mountains does an extremely good job when they put on their show. So they're wanting to do something like that down here, but I don't think it's going to happen until 2023.
Okay.
They're still working like on the logistics of it. So we can have Bass put one together, but I think I'd rather do it right.
Hell yeah! If you need any help with that, you let us know.
Oh, I will. I promise you, I will.
Hell yeah, that would
Definitely
be.
will. And in fact, when it started getting bigger, I went ahead and I went to like Curtain Call and I went to those kind of promoter guys and I was like, hey, this is what I have in mind. This is the venue I have. Rob York from Hit the Lights Production said that he would provide the stage and the sound because he's got the big semi truck rollout stage, like about like the Twitch stage, about that size.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like we were doing want to do it like legit real, but we wanted to have it for like the Central or North Florida bands and South Georgia bands come down, kind of in our radius of area.
Hell yeah. So talking about putting on, like these types of shows, if you could have any band play with you, it doesn't have to be local, but any band. I'm talking Metallica, Rob Zombie, or whoever to play on a festival with you. Who would you choose?
Oh, he moved his song.
Oh, hang on.
Dingleax.
And we can't hear him.
Nope, you're muted, buddy, or something.
You're muted, or oh no. Yeah, we can't hear you at all.
Yep, you are fully muted.
Off the Record Podcast.
Yeah. No? So it's on his end. He muted himself on his end. Oh, there he is. Now he's frozen. Hey, that's a good shot too. You know what? I was just thinking, Jason Sauer, if you're listening, idea time. We need invasion crews. We need like 3 Tallahassee bands to go to Jacksonville and hit up Jackrabbits or something. And then we need like 3 Gainesville bands to come here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just take an entire local bill and move it to a different city.
That's a great idea. That is a damn good idea.
I like it.
We should do it.
Let's do that. Rob, you in?
I'm in.
Rob's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, whatever it was, yeah. Yes.
No,
Hey,
sorry.
wait, no, wait.
Uh-oh.
Oh, technical difficulties. Please hold. Oh, oh, he's back. We
There he
have sound.
Hey.
You got now?
Yep.
Welcome back, buddy.
Yeah,
All right.
you're good.
Yeah, I
You're
don't know what
good. He's
happened.
back.
What were we talking about?
I asked him if he could put on a show
Oh, yes.
with any band. What band would he choose and why?
To put on?
Yep. I'm talking like Metallica, any band, doesn't matter. Local, national.
Well, I put on all our guys, for sure. But if I can have, I don't know, like any band, I think I'd want more like high energy kind of bands. Metallica, I don't really have $1 million to give them, to bring them in.
Okay, money not an option. Like,
Right.
or money not
money not a problem.
money not a problem. is what I'm trying to say.
Mommy's not a problem either.
Yeah, that one. So
And shit, I would I definitely have like Metallica, Testament. I like them old thrash kind of bands, dude.
Yes.
Non-Point, dude. I love them guys. Hell yeah. You know, even I played with them a few times here in town, and Chad Gray is extremely cool. Even Mudvayne, just anything really with Chad Gray in it.
hell yeah.
Slipknot, even if it was a Stone Sour, Corey Taylor. Big fan of him. Limp Bizkit's a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun live, dude, and they're almost like a festival made band. They kill it live, and those guys are, they had that reputation back in the day, man. But they're really, really a bunch of good dudes. They're a lot of fun to have around. So
yeah.
Chuck just said asking Alexandria.
And he said
they were
Code
awesome.
Orange.
God, they killed it at Rockville. So,
oh my gosh, 2 of my favorite bands right there.
Yeah. So I mean, how many bands can I have?
As many as you want. This is your show.
All of them.
All right. Then like Death Angel is real cool.
Yes.
Chuck's good friends with Rob from that band. I know I said Non-Point, right? I'm a big fan of Non-Point.
I love Non-Point. Those guys are cool.
They are so cool too, man. They're awesome.
Nicest guys.
And our guys around here, of course, Tragic and Defy, Bleeding in Stereo here in town. They put on a real professional. They have a real professional attitude and put on a really good show. The guys that we're playing with here soon in June, Generator, Sucker Punch. There's so many bands, man. Shadow to Earth, God, they were awesome.
They are.
And Nadir is just a badass, and she's getting to be more and more comfortable in herself, and it's fun to watch her.
Yeah, she is.
Dude, there's also Seasons. I learned about Seasons out of Richmond, Virginia. They're really freaking good. Like, they're really, really good. And they got a lot of energy. I like a band that's just got like a ton of energy. You know what I mean?
And he's gone.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He's back. And he's frozen. And
did I lose you guys?
And
are we back?
Are we back? I don't know.
Can we get some one in the comment?
We're
Two
gone.
if you can't hear
We're
us.
back. We're all back.
Hey, is everybody back?
Everybody back.
Let's hear it for the internet, everybody. Whoa, hey,
That's awesome. So I cannot wait to see you guys again. Like, if you guys, okay, so here's the thing. I put together a video that I was going to play during this episode of Divided Truth. And I went into StreamYard and I uploaded it to StreamYard. We get here to the studio, and I did this on like Monday. We get here to the studio. Jeremy goes into StreamYard. Video's not there. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, everybody. I can't show the video. But when I get home, I will upload the video to our Facebook page so that you guys can see the video that we put together. But you have to check out Divided Truth. Like, I'm probably going to say that 1,000,001 times because I'm such a fangirl. It's a little ridiculous.
Jerry, she's been talking about getting you guys on for a long time, man.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
please forgive me having hung out in Tallahassee here so much. I'd never heard of you guys before Jade. So yeah, she's been pushing this for quite some time.
Yeah, I'm a fangirl. I'm not gonna lie.
where do you think the video went? I just wanted to hit a button. I just couldn't help it.
Jeremy is our resident
that's
button
awesome.
pusher. So he's got, yeah. So whenever you guys come back into Tallahassee, we need to get you guys to come into the studio.
Oh yeah.
And actually like have all of you guys. So that means all of the, that means all of you who are camera shy are going to have to get over that really quick.
Yep. Too fucking bad. You'll be all right.
You'll live.
It
You'll live.
doesn't. It doesn't hurt.
It's too much.
Not bad.
And at the end of the day, nobody gives a shit. They just care about themselves. So you'll be fine.
And he's
And he's
gone
gone.
again.
Hold on.
And he's back.
And he's back.
And
There
I'm
he is.
back. I picked up my daughter, so it
Oh,
went back on
nice.
their Wi-Fi. So, but yeah,
Oh.
we'll come in for sure, man. I'll put the acoustic guitars in their hand, and we'll do something like that when we come in. And
Yes.
see you guys.
Yes.
That's always fun to do. We
You
love
just
doing that kind of
buy
stuff
it,
too.
don't I?
It's just,
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do that.
You can kind of see we've got a wall that usually dons all the guitars and basses and everything else. So we should definitely do that. Get some acoustics and bring
Think so.
in,
I think so.
and maybe get the drum thing too.
Yep.
Yep.
Box
Yep.
the beat on.
The box the
The
beat
beat
on.
box.
oh, I'm not putting my drummer on the camera, man. I'm not trying to break your equipment. I'm kidding, James. I'm kidding, buddy.
That's hilarious. So the only other question that I had for you guys, what is it well, I say you guys, but you what is it like before you go on stage? Do you get the pre-jitters? Do you do is it like butterflies, and then like what's it like before you go on stage before every show?
I don't really anymore. I don't really get. I'm like this anxious. Like I'm on it. If I had it my way, I would like open every show. Just let me open it because I'm so anxious to get up there. It's almost like you ever seen like a racehorse sitting in the stall and you're amped. You're just
Yeah.
amped to go. That's kind of how it was. Now I think I learned that we played. We did a show with Seven Dust here in Jacksonville a while back, and the place was just wall to wall. It was just an ocean of faces. Is the best way I can describe it. It's just all you seen was these faces, And I looked around the corner, like around the curtain, and if there was ever a time that I was nervous, it was then. And then I just basically just kind of, I learned to flip a switch, I think, and just go out and have fun with people now.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Is there any like pre-show ritual that you guys have?
A shot of Jameson. There's a shot of Jameson. I take a shot of Jameson. It warms up my throat a little bit.
That's right.
And, it's the only whiskey that I'm allowed to drink. So that way my wife won't kick me out of the house.
That's awesome.
But, yeah.
You guys got anything?
So we actually.
So we have. Do we have any comments? Let's see what the comments at. Yep. Chuck says, "Warm up and go."
Yeah, warm up and go. Is what we do.
Melissa said, "Hell yeah."
I like just hanging out. I guess we just hang out and just talk to everybody. Check out everybody's gear. You get to be a gear nerd after seeing what everybody's playing through, and stuff like that. That's kind of more what I do before shows now. And
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Jerry, you got any shout outs or anything you want to do? Any shows to promote?
Yeah, man. Of course, I want to always shout out to Devin, Authentic Mosh, Demons Behind Me Apparel. They hook us up, with some cool shit, and they stand for something really, really cool. People that are battling like addictions and things like that. It's a whole inspirational kind of clothing thing that they do. Also, Cogs of War, Irish,
Mm-hmm.
Irish Griffin and those guys, man, and their support for everybody and for what they do, not just for us, but like we were talking about, just for the whole kind of North and Central Florida scene. Those guys are everywhere, Irish and Billy, and God, there's just a ton of them. William, Magoo, they're everywhere, and they support relentlessly, and I think people like them really keep our scene going and make the shows a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, we have a show coming up in June 4th down in Gainesville with Divided Tyrant, Shadow of the Earth, and Northwood at the High Dive, which is another cool venue I've never played before. So I'm looking forward to that one. And then shortly thereafter on June 17th with Generator, Sucker Punch, and Sanctum. And then I think that's going to be it for a minute. I think we're going to try to finish up our EP with Damon Starkey at his new studio, and then see what the fall holds. Because I know we're planning on a lot of cool stuff. I'll kind of let you guys in on earlier, but we can't say anything about it yet. So.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be badass.
Yeah,
I'm looking
I'm
for
real
that
pumped. I'd love to get out there and see you guys sooner. So yeah, let's make that happen.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, where can people find all your music?
You can go on, or just go to dividedtruthofficial.com, and it'll take you anywhere you want to go, from our YouTubes to TikTok to Instagram to Facebook. It's all. We were actually lucky enough to get just our actual band name and not Divided Truth Official Band or nothing like that. It's just Divided Truth Official. So, but yeah, all our music is on Spotify. I know there's set list or song list and playlist all out there that we're on. But yeah, just keep tuning in. Find us on Spotify, find us on YouTube. Support everybody. I definitely want to shout out to all the bands that we've been hanging out with. Like Tragic and Defy the Tyrant and Shadow of the Earth. Those guys have been all really, really cool. So give those guys a listen on all their social media platforms as well.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure that I put that in the description of the video too. I put your website in there.
I've seen it. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Dude, and I really appreciate you guys doing this. And I know it's on your own dime and it's on your own time. And so don't think that it's not appreciated by us, because it is. And y'all keep doing it. And even when it's hard and you're like, what's the point? There's a big point. There's more people watching than probably what you do.
Yes.
Hell yeah. So, we appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. And I mean,
thank y'all.
Hell yeah. And I mean, it's cool for us because we get to talk to badass bands like you guys. So, I mean, it's like a win-win all around.
Definitely.
I'm just here for the beer.
Either for the sour beer, the sour endorsed beer.
That's right.
That's right.
How do I do I still got to figure out how to point the stuff on the camera.
You just did it.
Nice.
Good job.
Winning.
Nailed it.
Jeremy and the fucking buttons, dude. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and yeah, we will definitely get you guys back in. To everybody watching, next week we have a local Tallahassee band, Trial by Stone, coming into studio
on May.
Don't ask me. I don't know. Oh, May the 4th.
It is May the 4th.
Right.
May the 4th. The Star Wars band is coming in on Star Wars Day of May the 4th. Be with you. So we will have Trial by Stone in studio next Wednesday live right here
on the Off the Record podcast.
Yeah, sometimes it goes off the rails, but it's fine. So
those are time.
A few times. So Jerry, thank you so much for being on.
Thanks, man.
On behalf of Divided Truth, and we can't wait to get the whole band in here, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Like I said, I appreciate you guys having me. Thank y'all for doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Thank you. All right, guys, check us out.
Peace out.
Hey.
Oh, hold on. Where'd my mouse go? Oh, there we go.
Up.
Oh, my lamp. Here we are. Hey, it's
all
just
right.
it's
and
just
we're here. Later, guys.